Hello, Steam. Hello, Steam. Okay. Okay, yes. My mic works. What does not work is the video audio. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll be right back.
It's a pretty big beast, you know. And it's let's see here. I want to show. Yeah, so it's comparable to the Delta 4 RN5 Proton Falcon 9. So it's not quite heavy lift like Falcon Heavy, but it is close to a Falcon Heavy fully reusable as far as payload capacity. The boosters is four of these bad boys, with almost better than the Merlin. But it's also closed cycle. They have a closed cycle oxygen rich RP1 engine. It seems to be very similar to kind of the NKs and the RDs. But yeah. All right. Then the first stage has two of those engines that we were talking about earlier, which are very impressive, sporting 310 seconds at sea level and 430 seconds in a vacuum. So they're very overexpanded engines for sea level. They're properly vacuum extended, basically, for the first stage core. And this does run on hydrolox, so liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Second stage, also still impressive with
No.
442 seconds, more vacuum
Don't worry,
optimized
guys.
nozzle,
I know.
basically, and a similar engine that again runs on liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. There is an optional third stage. It will not be used tonight, but which is confusing to me because it seems like this would be the type of stuff where you'd want that
Hello.
extra third
Hello.
stage, but they seem to use that mostly just for lower
Okay,
core
so.
reduction.
Woo!
It almost seems like
We
they kind of
did
use it
it.
as like how Rocket Lab uses it as a kick stage or uses the kick stage. This seems to be almost like a little kick stage type of vehicle. So there we go. That is the rocket. Oh, I'm hearing some stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, me too, Tim. Yeah,
I don't
so,
know which one
by
that
the way,
is. Hold on
earlier
here.
he did say that his name is Tim Dodd.
Where's that coming from?
So, you know,
Show yourself.
he
Great,
calls himself in the intros
great
Tim
video.
Dodd, the
What
everyday
is happening?
astronaut. So, that's who he is,
All
okay?
right.
Just letting you guys know.
Okay. So we're gonna try. We are gonna try and pull up this and just have this in the background while we're watching because I think this will be the best
Starbucks.
we get tonight.
Not a sponsor.
Um, and in which case,
I don't
as
think you
soon as
can
I
do
pull this
sponsors
up,
on stream,
I'm
but
gonna
oh
go
well.
ahead and go like
Just saying.
this.
Because I don't know.
There is
But
the more
anyways.
official countdown. Still not sure which
Aha!
stream this is or anything like that. We're
T minus 37 minutes left.
trying our best out here. I don't know. Okay, so again, thanks Luke and Caleb. Sorry about that. Summit Rat or Summit Route? Let's see. I'll also make sure I can pull these up on screen really soon. Where are we? Okay, so this is from where did that go? Summit Rat. Thank you for the membership, D. Let's just enjoy this. Yes, absolutely, D. Thank you. RH67 Camaro. I don't have a lot like the kilowatts, but I love the info you shared. Hey, I really appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but I really appreciate that. Yeah, the kilowatts went very above and beyond generous. Thank you again. Zachary Deal says cheers. Thank you so much. Good tip amount. Will Black.
Just gonna test that quickly.
Let's see. So, Will Black says you do know that China's space program is part of the Chinese military, right? Why is China not allowed on the ISS? You pretty much said it yourself there. I think it has mostly to do with geopolitical and geopolitics. Um, yeah, there's a lot. Space is always going to be, you know, seated in military. It was developed initially by military for spy satellites, communications.
Wait a minute.
Space is inherently
I can put
somewhat
the top
military.
here actually, huh? Can't
And
I? Chat box
yeah, that
frame.
doesn't change the fact that it doesn't mean that, I mean, we all still get excited when we watch like a GPS launch or you know, in the United States, we all get excited when there's a you know, national reconnaissance mission, you know, with some kind of secret payload or Zuma satellite and stuff like that. So it's no different. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that type of stuff. Again, that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to tell you what's right and wrong when it comes to spaceflight. I'm here to talk about the rockets, talk about the mission, talk about how we get there, why it's important and significant, and just share with you guys something to look forward to for once. That's what that's what this has become for me. Spaceflight has become my therapy because it's like 2020 is already just super screwy. I can't stand what's been going on in 2020. It's been an awful year for so many things. Let's just come together on this. That's what this is for us to unite and cheer and get excited. So, yeah. So thank you. Who is this? Team God, Team Elon, Team Space. Thank you, Brother Levy. Well, thank you so much, Who is this? And it's funny saying this out loud. I didn't even think about it. So, who is this? Thank you.
Who is this?
Peter Danilov. As always, thanks for the content, Tim. Yoxion Wen 1. We're all on the same team here. Absolutely. Thank you for that mentality, Peter. D, thank you so much. Let's all just celebrate all human ingenuity and progress.
Just so you guys know,
Again, please make
the
this
reason
year to
I was
set
just
aside
saying
differences for once and
um
ideology. Because
about
physics is
like
physics,
any
no matter where you
bang
live,
certain thing
anywhere in
like
the universe,
that,
as
like
far as we're
me
concerned,
banging
based on
the
our
door.
universe.
The
And
door is
again,
over
that's the
there
one common thing we
across
can
the
all
other
just
side of
come
the
together
room, but this room isn't
and
that
just
big.
talk about. So
And then
I did want to
this
point out really
wall
quick
right
before we go on,
here,
because again, thank you, D. I want to say thank you to D. That is
it's the other
absolutely
room where my whole
really
family
don't
is.
have
My
to be
dog,
shifting, especially when I'm
my
floundering here like this anyway.
dog, my mom, my brother.
Smoke here, what looks like smoke, again, just like all rockets that use any kind of liquid propellant, cryogenic propellant, that's not smoke, that's water vapor, that's condensation basically. Just like on a really cold day, if you were to open a freezer or have dry ice out, it's the humidity in the atmosphere freezing into little particles of ice and just forming little ice molecules. That's all that is, because the liquid oxygen inside the rocket is like minus 187 degrees Celsius. They don't keep it so like SpaceX does. Which is minus 207, I think, something around there. Very cold, almost to freezing for liquid oxygen, and liquid hydrogen is even colder because it's
How loud is that? I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec.
because when it is that cold, you know, the ambient air temperature and the sun beating down on the heat built inside the air is going to warm up the rocket. It's going to warm up the skin of the vehicle, and that in turn warms up the propellant inside the vehicle. And if you have something that's almost at absolute zero in order to remain a liquid, and then after that it boils off and turns back into a gas. Again, you can think of water as the most common thing that we as humans tend to relate to. At least me personally, I relate to water, where water below 0 degrees Celsius is now solid. Above zero, it's 0 to 100 degrees. It's going to be a liquid, and above 100 degrees, it's going to be a gas. Right? It's going to boil off into steam, and that's the same thing that all particles will do that, or in all elements. So hydrogen, in order to make it liquid, you have to freeze it. You have to get it really cold, really, really, really cold, and so it's hard to contain. So that's why you will see a lot of insulation on vehicles that are hydrogen powered or hydrolox powered, as we call it. And then again, in liquid oxygen, very cold, around minus 200 degrees Celsius. Very, very, very cold. Same situation. Oxygen will turn into a liquid if you cool it down enough. And actually, in oxygen, I know in particular, when it goes from a liquid back into a gas, like when we breathe it, we're obviously breathing in the gas of oxygen in its gaseous state.
Okay,
When
so we
it
got
turns
things
from
straight up.
liquid to a gas, it expands 1,000 times. So that's what a lot of the venting you see a rocket is
We
from.
got
That
things
it's
straight
from
up,
it
so
going from a liquid being really, really cold, warming up from the
yeah.
ambient air, expanding out into a gas, and it expands 1,000 times. And if they didn't bleed it from the rocket and open up valves, the rocket
Hold
would
on, I was
it
gonna
would
do this
explode
earlier
and
and I just
rupture because of the
remembered
immense
it and I
pressure building
forgot.
up inside the tank. So you will see venting of rockets as they have boil off and as the fluids inside raise. It's really hard to picture and hard to relate to the idea that rockets are really cold. They're like unbelievably cold. You can't go up and just touch it. Your hand would freeze to it. And out of the bottom end, once they light it, is temperatures that are unbelievably hot. So you have like the coldest of cold right next to the hottest of hot, and especially like when you're talking about the regen channels of the actual rocket engine, inside the walls of the rocket engine, they run cryogenic fuel, and of course it's touching really hot gas, hot exhaust gas at thousands of degrees, and so just imagine that in that little section there's a huge temperature gradient, and it's just amazing that this stuff all works. Genuinely amazing that it all works.
Yep,
Okay,
amazing.
so Science for Kids,
Whee!
hello from Oregon. Thank you so much. And Batman, thank you for the tips. Again, sorry, if you want your message to remain on screen, please just keep your comments about spaceflight specifically. Spaceflight, rockets, Mars, cheering, celebration, just positivity. That's the kind of community I run around here. If you're not about that, there's plenty of other places you can go on the internet to foster
So just so you
negativity,
guys
but
know,
not
this
in
is
my
the
house.
thing. Just wanted to ask something quickly to him.
Let's see. I actually can pull this one up because the thing is back up here. So let me give this a
You
try.
can never mind.
The Chinese rover uses the rocker boogie suspension that NASA uses, that NASA got from the Soviets. Yeah, it's a very similar. Exactly, it's the same. It's a classic tried and true lander leg technology. I mean, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it.
Oh,
Right? Or,
I
wait, if it
accidentally
ain't
paused it. Sorry. Let
But
me
those
go
are
back
actually from
to there you
SpaceX
go.
back in the day. I don't know if they still did them. They had a run of these like 3 or 4 years
Sorry
ago.
about that, you guys. I
Don't know if
accidentally
they're
pressed
still
the pause
around.
button.
I know you can't really
T-Man
tell
is
on here, but you can tell on my
28,
other stuff.
almost 27
But in the background
minutes.
are posters, and then in between those are big sound absorbing panels to help
Wow,
reduce
I've been doing this for an
echo.
hour,
And
huh?
those ones are
Well,
sound absorbing. I have sound
actually, no, never mind.
deflecting, or what's the word again? It's already after 11, so my brain's officially shut down. But sound diffusion
Yep, for
panels that
him,
help
apparently it's
scatter
11
echoes
o'clock.
and make it so it's
Mine,
not as much like
for me,
slapback
it's
echoes. But it's out
9:12.
on this side of the camera, and on that
So
side
that's
they do have some
why.
sound absorbers. So kind of have it all. So um,
A little bit, cause I got
all right, let's get to the next one
like
here.
3 hour,
Says
3 or 4 hours of
um,
sleep last
Aerojet
night,
Rocket Sign,
and it's
Arsenal,
9:12
Aerojet Rocket
p.m. right
Arsenal.
now.
When
So
will you be doing a video on hybrid rocket propulsion and maybe comparison between solids, liquids, and hybrids? Chat is crazy. Haha. Go rocket burr. Go burr. Rocket go burr. I love it. Yeah, that's definitely on the to-do list. The to-do list is ever growing, and we really have to get focused and just get back to just creating videos.
so I woke up woke up at no I fell asleep at like 3 a.m. I think, no, 3:30 a.m. Then I woke up at 7 a.m. So if I fell asleep at 3:30 a.m., I had 4 hours and 30 minutes of sleep. and it's 9:13 right now. So yeah.
online. I can't fix problems once it's posted, so that's why it's so important, and why.
Thank you,
Oh,
LC123.
thank you,
I see you.
LC123. I see
Oh,
you. Interesting. Don't know
yes,
what that was.
very,
Hopefully, we don't get some creepy messages in the near future.
very
But
interesting.
maybe what we could do. I'm gonna go like this, just in case there's something weird. Hang on. Let me try doing this. No, that doesn't work at all. I probably just messed a lot of things up. I probably messed up everything in the world. Yep, I did. Oh, whoopsie doodle. Anyway, I'll
Nah,
close that
you're
off now.
okay.
Get back to talking to you guys. But yeah, I have a lot of videos to work on, and we're cranking on them. We have two. We still have part 2 and 3 kind of of SLS versus Starship. That again got all scripted out. It was like 30 pages of script, and it got broken up as new information came out. And so now I'm just trying to fix and fill those information gaps. A lot's changed in the last like 2 or 3 months with SLS. So we're almost done with the fixing and updates to that script
Really,
so that I
this
can
live
create that new
stream is
resolution. But
just
we're also
you
working
guys
on. I don't
watching
love. You're going to have to. Or
Everyday
I'm going to
Astronaut,
pre-apologize for the
and
audio
then
on
me
Force
just
Advance
talking in
versus
like the middle.
Curiosity. I don't necessarily
Really, that's
love
what this
the
stream is.
microphone situation on this,
But
so we're going to
it
be
is
trying a
about
different,
China
proper
rocket launching into
boom mic up here.
space.
Hopefully, this out of frame
So
for the
yeah.
scripted videos. I feel like
Also,
this
you
one. Hang
might
on, let
be
me switch on to
wondering,
this actually.
maybe
For
if
podcasting for
you
these live streams, but when
know,
we do scripted
but
videos
if you
now, it's going
don't
to
know,
have a
you
different
might
look
be
and feel.
wondering,
And I'm just not in love with the audio, so we're
John
still
or
working on that. So
Jonathan or whatever
I'll
you
be making
call me,
improvements. I'll be making improvements each week or each video you guys see.
why in the
Um,
video or the stream thingy
let's see here.
it's complete
This is again from
daytime, and
RH67
over
Camaro. Not
here
everything is
it's
stolen, it's just
9:15,
advancements for
and no
saving
joke, is
time.
actually
It's all good.
completely
Oh, hang
dark.
on, my level. I
Well, I
mean, these
will
days, I feel like
gladly
back in the
answer
day,
that.
if you
Let me
invented
just
something
mute
properly,
Tim
you like
quickly.
actually had a fresh idea.
Um, that's because if you don't know, China is in the other side of the world, and I'm currently in the dark side, and China is in the light side. So that over there's like, let's see. Hey Google, what time is it in China? It's literally, it's literally noon over there. It's 12:15. Uh, Alien takeover. I know what's going on. Oh wait, I need my stream up on. Anyways, uh,
To
oh wait, I'm
preemptively
sorry.
prevent
I'm
people
sorry
from making
you
their
guys
ideas. And
didn't have
nowadays, it could
that.
be like
So
those
basically, what just
ideas are
happened when you
dime a
guys saw
dozen.
that
There's
hand?
those ideas flowing everywhere, especially with access to
It
information now.
was
Now the
he
real
was
race is
saying,
how do you get it out
"Oh
and
my
make it?
gosh,
How do you
an idiot
be the best
person"
at
or something like
producing
that.
information?
I'm like,
That's definitely something that China has to
yeah,
subscribe to.
yeah, totally an
That's a
idiot
whole debate for a different
on
night.
planet Earth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, have I seen? This is a good question here from Jeffrey Abraham. Have you seen Space Force on Netflix? I have seen a few episodes. In general, I love Steve Carell, and in general, I liked it. But the one thing that I had, even even though I think the show was created by a lot of people that are fans of spaceflight and are fans of space, because there's like a negative connotation and a negative tone to a lot of the sarcasm, it does damage. It does damage to the overall mission of spaceflight. Like they'll just be like, how many schools is that? Like when talking about developing a rocket or something, and that's just not the way to think about things. That's not a fair. You can't. You have to look at like the total ROI of spaceflight. If we didn't have rockets and spaceflight, think about the industries that wouldn't exist. Our smartphones, no way, those are gone. They rely so heavily on aerospace derived technologies. Think about what technologies spun out
Oh
from
yeah,
spaceflight. and how many more technologies are
My
spinning out of
phone
the
is
things that we're doing
basically
right
controlled by
now to
satellites.
get further into space. You just
So,
can't quantify that,
ooh, right.
and you can't compare it equally. Schools are
Micro.
important. Schools are extremely important. Healthcare is extremely important. Um, but yeah, it's Oh, hold on. I think that's that is a little bit creepy. You're right, Andrew.
What is
Okay,
creepy?
so anyway, we'll keep going here.
I'm looking over here for something
Um,
that I want to
let's
show
see.
you guys.
Tomorrow. Let's see. I guess today. This is if you're talking about on Thursday. Thursday's a packed day for me. I have record a podcast every week called Our Ludicrous Future. So we do recording tomorrow. I have like 4 other things on my plate. I cannot be doing a live stream tomorrow. Or today, I guess, for you, wherever you are. But yeah,
Today's
so I know that
Wednesday.
a lot of people are saying that they really want more content from me. Don't forget, every single week I do a podcast. I talk about spaceflight. The other guys on the channel, we talk about futurism and science and just hang out and nerd out in general. If you're one of those people that look for
What
long
is it?
form podcasts to listen to for your commutes or whatever, definitely subscribe to my podcast. It's called Our Ludicrous Future, or you can just go to olfpod.com, where you can subscribe here on YouTube. You can find it on
I'm
your
still
favorite
trying to look
podcast
for that
player.
thing.
I know I say this almost every week, but I just feel like people don't realize that there's other things
Searching
than
for this,
what I
why
do
don't
right
you
here.
guys
And that is something
watch
that
it?
I have a lot of fun doing, and I think it deserves a lot bigger audience personally, because I really like hanging out with those guys. I think we have a lot of fun discussions, and we're very different-minded, and we have a lot of fun debates. So, but it's all fun. So definitely, if you're looking for more content, you want to hear me talk about space each week, olfpod.com. Yeah. Um, oh, that's a good question. Bamboo or bamboo hip hop in our Discord says, "What? You
Bamboo
don't have
hip
time to
hop.
watch a 2-hour podcast?" Well, guess what? You can go to olfpod.com/highlights and watch the highlights channel, where you can hear just my take on spaceflight each week. I should probably be posting those more often, but you can subscribe to that, and then you can just get the snippets that you want. If you want to just hear about spaceflight, olfpods.com/highlights. If you want to only hear like Starship updates or blah blah blah, that's where you'll find it. That's where you'll find it. And yeah, that's what we do. All right, so this comes from Seabass Branch. Thank you, Tim. Support all forms of space exploration and advancements of science and engineering to the stars. Thank you so much, Seabass. You are exactly right. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. From UG Lin, Tim, you are the best. We are watching an incredible achievement by human beings. Haters, please go away. Yep. Again, you're in my house here. You're in Everyday Astronaut's house. This is Team Space. We're here to just cheer for everyone working. It's the same physics that we're all dealing with here. So, thank you so much. Yep. Same thing here from D again. Can we all please come together for stuff like this at this time in history, especially at this time in history, where there are literally people whose jobs it is to work on dividing us, as in the United States as a country, as in the world, just forming rifts. That is their job. There are people that are basically paid trolls who are out there getting paid. And I don't know. This might be a conspiracy theory of mine that I'm making up on the spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, so I muted Tim. I have muted Tim, just so you know. Hold on. So let me just put this. Um. So, quick question, you guys, because I don't know. Should I buy this? Oh, should I buy this microphone, ladies and gentlemen? Can you not? Uh, should I buy this? Leave it in the comment below if you can. And should it be, what color should it be? Because we have this. Should it be this? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Should it be that? Oh, I know it's not. That. Best color is this color. Red color. Comment red, blue, black, or gold. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just gonna set out this, and I'm gonna unmute him.
Be a baby.
So
I think we do
yeah,
full
T
face
minus
unless
60
it's like a baby
minutes.
onesie.
Don't know
So
why my brother was
if you have a
screaming.
baby or kids, I think we're doing kids t-shirts too now of those two shirts as well.
Mom,
So
really, mom?
hopefully that's good news for those of you that have a tiny human in your life and are also fans of spaceflight. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and also this week, Patreons,
So,
you'll get
my
access to it
mom's
first.
currently
We
calling.
have a new version
Is
of
the
Full
chat
Face
even
Convention
on?
Cycle hoodies. I will post that for you guys in, let's see here.
Chat box.
Actually, I can do it right now.
Yes, it is on.
66. Well, actually, there is. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it right now because it's. Hold on, I actually have to do something. That's just a second. One second, guys.
Yeah, 1 second, guys, for me too.
I think
Oh, my brother, he's mad? Is that what you're saying?
Have this thing. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give
Zero, he
the
is
patrons
crazy, he is
access to that
mad,
first.
he
So,
can't find you on
Furon,
YouTube.
no, we don't have any updates on your Twitter
Oh,
account, so I don't know what happened.
ladies and gentlemen, then that means I'll be right back.
Okay.
Give me
Let's see. From KW Cosmonaut here.
Give me 1 second. I'll keep
Thanks for covering China launch. Shout out
the
to the
stream
mods too.
thingy.
Yes. Again, everyone say
I'm
thank you
gonna
to the
mute
mods for
myself
trying
and I'll be right
back. To wrangle together people on the internet. It's a very difficult full-time job basically while we're streaming here. So thank you. Chris Harris here. Another two towards sending Tim Dodd to Mars. Chris, for the 1,000th time, don't make me go to Mars. Mars would suck. I don't want to go to Mars. I like swimming pools, and I like my family, and I like pizza, and I don't fly kites, but I don't want to not be able to fly a kite. Can you imagine just being like, yeah, you're done with kites. Yeah, you don't get kites anymore. Yeah, you like flying? Nah. Drones? Forget about it. Unless it's the Ingenuity, which technically is, a multi-rotor UAS. But even that, 3 minutes of flight time? No, thank you. I want to be flying around here all willy-nilly, doing things. Maybe I haven't ever jumped out of a plane, but maybe I want to do that with a parachute and do some skydiving. Maybe. Can't do that on Mars without propulsively landing. I don't know. I just don't want to go to Mars. Don't make me go to Mars right now. Once it's there's some habitability and maybe a cool place to hang out and a cool movie theater and stuff. Maybe then. So, but yeah, I might be more on the Elon Musk side of things. I want to die on Mars, but not on impact. I don't even want to die on Mars. I want to die here. I'll go to the moon for a couple of weeks and hang out and bounce around, especially inside a giant dome that's pressurized to a full bar of atmosphere.
guys, I'm back.
14.7 PSI.
I'm back right here.
And, hold on to some
Yeah,
cardboard
my
wings and
brother.
literally just fly around it's no big deal.
So
Yeah, I'll do
he
that
was
for sure.
mad
You can just
because
go there, come back, no big deal.
if you
You're not
heard
going
any
to miss
noises,
years of your friends and family's lives and
there was a bunch of things. Or if you heard anything, it was my brother. He was mad because
Texas
he couldn't find me on YouTube. He
Thank you
should
so
have just
much.
asked me at
That's
first
awesome. I really appreciate you.
or something.
Um,
But he
hey,
found me now,
apparently,
right here.
Sargento Cheese, the
Okay, guys,
cheese
I'm
company, says
back.
congrats on 700,000.
Wait,
See?
whoa! I saved my hand. My God, this is.
While we are
And then it's like healthy prediction. Okay, I'm gonna have you go back over there. We'll be right back.
Wow. Didn't expect. I didn't expect ever to get 100,000 subscribers, and here we are tonight, looking at 700,000. I really appreciate that, guys. Let's see. Just making sure. Okay. So yeah, that's fun. Let's see. From Alice, since Giga China is a thing, SpaceX China? Oh, I think there's pretty strong sanctions right now, politically, to have anything like that. I think Elon Musk would certainly love to just. He loves the Chinese workforce. He's really praised how quickly Giga China, Giga Shanghai came on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we also have my dog right here. Yeah. Gotcha. He is right here. Let me set up. He's for some reason really scared right now. It's okay, buddy. Okay. There's nothing too professional here. So I'm gonna go put him back.
Yeah, definitely lower quality though. Okay, we'll keep going here. Yeah, I don't think SpaceX China would be happening no matter how bad some people would want that to happen. David Willis, unrelated question, but I kind of want to know, will you live stream the hot fire for SLS at Stennis? Yeah, I think when the full green run of SLS, I was originally hoping to go for media, but it seems like right now travel is increasingly getting to be a worse and worse idea in the United States. And I would hold off on it. But I would definitely try to stream it. I think that's going to be really exciting to finally see all 4 RS-25s running and to see that rocket actually prepping to fly for the first time. So that will be awesome. Okay. Okay, we covered this a little bit earlier, but this is you must have missed it a little bit ago. 13X Samurai. Good morning, guys. What a great day for launch. Question for experts: is Long March all solids? It's no solids. Maybe I don't know about some of the other hypergolics, but this particular rocket uses RP1 for its boosters, so basically kerosene. The same thing as Falcon 9 for its outer four boosters. The core stage and the upper stage are both liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen, so hydrolox, which is why we see an excessive, what looks like an excessive amount of venting. Yeah. There we go. Subscribe to LC123 and pass the society for more live streams. Cool. Okay, from Kai. How's it going? Hey Tim, in this mission, how many modes of failure does this rocket have, and where is the most vulnerable part of the mission, or is it classified? I mean, rockets have infinite modes of failure. There's no, like... I mean... It's not like the days of the space shuttle where we had blackout zones of failure where you could know whether or not,
crazy.
where there wouldn't be port windows and things like that, where you kind of had areas where they knew there were no contingencies, there were no backups. That was back in the day. That's not really a thing for normal rockets. It's not like, right? I mean, any separation event is always a pretty big thing. Max Qs, so point of maximum aerodynamic pressure is always a big one. Once the vehicle's off the pad, so getting off the pad's one thing. Max Q in order. This is pretty relevant to pretty much all rockets. Getting off the pad is the first thing. Safely getting off the pad, clearing the pad, because there's just the engine's off the fire. They have to get up to operating pressures. They have to get up to operating, everything. They have to let go with the launch clamps. Then that vehicle will start to climb. There's just a good amount of sequence events that's probably considered relatively risky.
T-minus 8 minutes, almost 7 minutes.
Once it's flying and things are running smoothly, hopefully. The next big event is Max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure. That's when the vehicle's accelerating through the atmosphere, right? So the wind pushing back against it is getting stronger and stronger. But the rocket's also climbing. So although the rocket's speeding up, there's a point where the atmosphere is getting thinner, and those two things kind of converge. So even though the rocket's getting faster, the atmosphere is getting thinner. And so after a certain point, the rocket, although it's continuing to speed up, the pressure on the nose cone of the vehicle will be dropping.
If you guys want a setup tour, I will give you guys one. Just comment.
Even though it's speeding up. So the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure is the biggest during that regime of flight normally. The next big one is stage separations. Anytime you have to drop something off of a rocket, you have to have all those things work right. If they don't drop,
me if you guys like these
failed mission. If they drop incorrectly and smack back into the rocket, it's a failed thing.
Because if you do,
reignition of engines or ignition of engines in space is pretty hard. You have to let go. Typically do something that settles the fuel back down into the tank.
I personally like them.
Light that engine.
But if you guys like them as well, then just tell me.
Fairing cone separation is a big one. If the fairing doesn't separate, It can lead to a loss in a mission. As a matter of
I'm
fact,
just gonna
one of
mute
the
myself
losses
right
of
now
missions for
just so you
Falcon
guys can
for
hear him
Deltas
good right now.
wasn't that the nose cone was weak and like broke off. It was that they made it they missed the supplier of the aluminum or steel in the explosive bolt region. They made it too strong, and they illegally and falsely misclassified the type of steel and everything. So when it was being used on the nose cones, the explosive bolts weren't separating properly. And I think it happened to a couple Minotaur rockets and a Delta II. I remember like OCO1 it was on a Delta II, the Delta II mission OCO1 had that problem where the fairing didn't separate because the material in it was which is just crazy. So. All right, so Chorkle, how's it going? Bigger countdown text. Yeah, we got it now that we switched. We'll probably update that a little bit for those of you that are on mobile. Yeah, sorry. Again, I don't know what we're going to be getting here from the internet for our live stream. I have no idea. We're just rebroadcasting it and hoping this is too big of a moment to really try to figure it out. So I wish there was just an official source we could go to. Let's see, new member from Understanding Autism. Awesome. Welcome, Understanding Autism, and thanks for becoming a member. Let's see here. From Chaz. Thanks for educating me on how small the commercial rocket market is now. Thoughts on the short/long-term future? Well, in my opinion, space is the next big place to invest. In my personal opinion, it's only increasing in activity.
I'm just gonna have to say right now, brother, can you please stop texting or chatting, putting random words in the chat? Like first he said NASA shuttle, second he said that was breakfast parking. Brother, if you can, if you mind, can you please stop doing that? Thank you. I'd just like to say that. But yeah, that was great, babe parking. I want to say I just said so, but this thing is 14 seconds delayed, so didn't get that. I don't think so.
And that's achievable in the near future. There's nothing that says we can't do it. If we had no other choice but to do that, say something catastrophic happened and all of a sudden Earth became uninhabitable. There we go. And we were forced with that. We could absolutely do that. We could 100% make that a reality. And I think the trend would be to go in that.
Mom, may I ask why are you putting those lapis? Just asking.
What they do is I still need to actually. This is a video that I'll be working on, and it's on the list.
I'll answer your question.
And I've even shot parts of it at a launch pad, like sitting there pointing out the towers and talking about them a little bit. But those are literally there to mitigate lightning and create like ionization, different charges or whatever, to make sure that area is not struck by lightning. I used to think they're like a lightning rod that is like, hey, we'll direct the lightning to us so it doesn't hit the rocket. But I think it's more about, and again, this is something that I have to research, so I'm just talking out of my butt. But it's to make sure, the end goal is to make sure lightning doesn't strike the rocket. And I don't know if it does it by being like, hey, strike me instead, or if it's like, hey, by having these up here, it creates this whole like negative pressure or something. So, let's see, launch time is now 4:41 UTC, which is going to be 11:40. So that is in 3 minutes. Okay. Wait, I think that's still correct.
May I ask what is getting typed in chat right now? Lol. What's so funny, brother? So hold on. Um, I'm just gonna say that you again. I'm gonna need you to, like, if you want to talk in the chat, it's more like questions, I guess, more like. And then you, mom, you, that was mom. Okay. Also, just so you guys know, or just so you, mom, don't know, and brother, you guys are not my biggest friends. You guys are family, not fans, family. You're my mom, and you're my brother. Just a little clarification.
Not done pointy end up, flamey end down. That is a good call. Yeah, there is no longer venting, which actually could mean the vehicle's fully topped off. But we do need to point out that the vehicle does appear to be pointy end up. And ladies and gentlemen, I can officially say flamey end down. We have observed the orientation of the vehicle. Pointy end up, flamey end down. This thing is good to go. Sans scrub. Thank you for the
Okay,
reminder, Furon.
so that was because he has merch and I don't. He was like, I guess he was more like doing his merch
All right,
thing. Work, I
let's keep
guess. I
going
don't
here.
know.
Thank you so much from
But anyways,
IGVC 1876. I really appreciate that.
thanks
Let's
for the
see.
great comment
Comet Neowise, I
or
have seen it.
content.
I'm going to tune in here, guys. Bedoodling Astronaut. I went and saw Comet Neowise last night. It definitely seems to be getting pretty
Okay,
dim. I
you
had to
guys,
find it
come
with my
on.
phone first. That's
I'll
how
be
dim
your
it was.
thingy.
But we're going to see. It looks like we're really getting close to potentially launching. So I'm just going to kind of shut up here and see what we get.
T minus 30 seconds. Yay! Let's see this. Oh, wait, no, I was looking at that. No, never mind.
I think that's in
Oh,
reference to the actual countdown, maybe off from
countdown maybe
the
delayed.
actual stream.
Hey, mom, the turn on the light, please. Why? I'm trying to stream here. At least I stop this. I don't like the dog. Should I pause the video? Nah.
Now is
I don't
not the
want to
time
either.
to adjust the camera. No, it was great. It was really just fine.
Go to. Yeah. Oh, thanks, mom. Please don't do that again.
Hmm.
That was.
Who
Don't you
knows?
know
Who
stream
knows?
needs
We're
great
waiting to
lighting?
see. Again, we don't have any information. We are flying blind here on this, folks, tonight. So I have no
Yep.
idea. We're just gonna watch this until something
There would have
happens
been
or doesn't
audio,
happen,
but
and at some point I'll be
it's.
like,
I don't
okay,
know
we're
if you
done
guys can
watching because
understand me
nothing
right now.
happened. So, yeah, we have a yeah. We don't know. We don't know. I'm gonna check on this, see if there's something else. Here, I can pull this up.
Oh,
No, I really don't want a sideways one. Here, so we're gonna do this. 1 second here, guys. It's gonna be a little bit lower quality, but at least will give us something to look at. It's a little bit lower quality, but bear with us here. Oh!
bye, mom. Oh, wait.
No, don't cut out now.
No, don't
Don't
cut
cut out
out.
now. We're no. Come on. Come on. I bet all their service got slammed just like what happens with US launches. Everyone starts streaming and all the data connections just go goodbye. Oh, we got confirmation of no, no! Stop teasing us with this. Come on, let's switch to the other one. This is terrible. Come on. Oh! Hang on. We're gonna rewind.
Wait,
Rewind.
hold on.
Okay, this is
Reset,
the
rewind.
sideways cam, but we do have
Wait.
confirmation of liftoff. Looked like a
Oh, yeah,
nice
I didn't
clean
even have the
liftoff.
time.
Look at that.
Woo!
Long March 5.
Yes! We have a liftoff.
Pointy end up, flamey end not up. This is pointy end sideways, flamey end sideways. I am
Yes.
confused. As a rocket orientation specialist, I have
Let me
no
see if
idea what to do right now. I am
let me see if I can
utterly
do this for
baffled.
you.
Look at that. That is a
Oh,
cool
okay, now.
shot. For some reason, I have an affinity to how I like that the engines are slightly angled out. There's probably some minimal cosine losses by having them angled out ever so slightly, but
We had a successful launch.
that is awesome.
Successful.
So the only
Successful launch.
engines you really see running are those outer engines that have RP1. And so let's I might have to mute that other stream. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get. Who knows? We're just in it for the ride. So the only engines and the only oh, there we go. There's some launch audio.
Hi there.
That is awesome. Okay, let's see if we can get something from this one now. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're in it, baby. So the center core is hydrolock. So you're not going to see the center core running. You will see those side boosters running because they're running RP1. And RP1, when it burns, what you're actually seeing is the carbon inside of the RP1 basically still burning and burning bright. So especially when it reaches the oxygen in the atmosphere, it continues to burn because of the afterburning effect. Such a tease. We're having like video loops and stuff. I just want to know what's happening.
Me too. Wonder where
But
he gets
anyway,
these
so
videos from.
stage
Because
separation.
I can just
So
stream
once
it
once
like
even
that.
an RP1 rocket is up high in the atmosphere, you'll notice the flame starts to get less and less orange. Yeah, we're just seeing a loop right now. Yeah, we're seeing a loop. Okay, that might be all we get for this. Let me. Cool.
2 plus 2 minutes apparently, but the timer might be delayed, so
Okay, we'll stay tuned here, guys. Looking for more information. Send me tweets, Andrew, if you can, when you learn more about the progress and everything. I'm gonna mute this for now, though, so we're not hearing it, or at least so I'm not hearing it. So it looks like it was a successful launch. I mean,
oh wow,
everything
so isn't it lit, my friend?
from what I saw. Here's a shot of the pad afterwards.
17,000 feet.
That looks about right. It's cool to
Wow.
see a shot of the pad afterwards. You don't always get to see that.
Yeah.
This looks good. It looks like it's on its way. So as I was saying, I was kind of talking a little bit about how when an RP1 rocket gets high up in the atmosphere, this is something that I wish I had learned before I made the pollution video. I learned this afterwards in the comment section, which is again why the comment section is awesome because you guys teach me stuff too. But so the RP1 at sea level, you're seeing it hit a lot of the carbon in the RP1 in the fuel itself. As it reaches the atmosphere and interacts with the oxygen, it has this afterburning effect, so it's still glowing red hot, still burning bright. As it gets higher and as the ambient oxygen decreases, it ends up not being on fire when it leaves, after it leaves the engine. And it ends up just being this more clear exhaust. That's why you'll see rocket plumes, especially like the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, as they get closer to MECO and as they get into the upper atmosphere, still the same fuel, but you'll notice it's not burning bright anymore. It's because there's no more oxygen interacting with the exhaust plume and creating that bright, super cool. Okay, so we have I'll get through the rest of you guys' questions, then I'm probably going to go to bed and wait to see if we have any more updates because we still have quite a few questions here. So Ray Huber, thank you for the membership.
So, please. Let me put my volume up so you guys can hear me. Um, let me make my camera bigger. But so that was a successful launch. But I thank you guys. I thank you stream. I thank you stream for watching this everyday astronaut weird thing. I don't know. I hope you guys were able to hear me good because I was watching it on my own phone just for reasons, so I make sure it's good. But I can't hear it because if I have the volume up, then you guys are probably gonna be here. Like, Luke, and this is gonna be amazing. But yeah, my brother disagreed. But oh well. But thank you for watching, you guys. Thank you for watching you stream. And I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe. Yes. But